Yeah, welcome back to another day of Witcher 3. I'm still torn on what to do next. Not quite sure. We should probably get on with the story, but also kind of want to see what the side quests are all about as well. So, let me quickly, as I do, take a look at the quest log, and we'll sort of. Fist fights are kind of enticing, but I'm not. Like, they're just like fist fights that happen, and I need to like run around the whole zone to figure out where they are. So. Hey Totrom, hello my boy, welcome. I wish I paid you a contract. Maybe talk about another story. Some place. Yeah, you know what? I'm not quite sure what this is because it doesn't have a level requirement for it, so it's most likely like a sort of a new mechanic sort of side quests, if you know what I'm saying. Like, we'll see. How far I have 500 feet. That's fine.
Oh!
But yeah, no, let's do a couple of side quests, really quick ones, and then we can get on with the story because it's getting quite interesting. Where am I? Ah, okay. Not quite right here. Come on, can you gallop for me, Roach? Or are we not allowed to gallop in the countryside? Is that not? Okay, there we go. I'm still not sure about the spoon we found as well, because we were like, yo, you can't really fix this, but what the fuck? You for real? Roach, you serious? Serious? An elephant could fit through that gap, let alone a horse. But yeah, no, we found the spoon, but I feel it might be just too late. Like, relevant to the main story quest, but also maybe I can find a way to not kill the thing. Alright, hello.
Welcome home, sir.
Oh.
I am Barnabas Basilfanti. By order of the Duchess, I shall serve you as Major Domo of Corfu Bianco. I previously served with distinction at the Nibli family manor and in Nazaire with Admiral Rompali, who, as you are certain to know, is an extraordinary demanding gentleman.
Whoa, Barnabas Basil. One thing you ought to know. I'm not your typical landed gentleman. Truth be told, this is the first real property I've ever owned.
Oh shit.
Oh, in that case, you must leave it all to me. I shall organize, see to everything, and whip the house into order. Oh. I dare say this place will soon be the most prosperous vineyard around.
If you say so.
Can already see I'm in good hands. Vineyard comes across as a place with a rich history. Know who owned it before me?
Baron Rossel, who went bankrupt, forcing him to sell the estate to the Duchess. The Baron, in turn, had purchased it from Monsieur Bolius of the Headsman, a truly colorful man of Ketweni origin.
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him, but his great-grandfather.
What up?
Indeed. Apparently, he was a common cutpurse who somehow secured for himself the post of ducal headsman in Beauclair. Went about his work with an exceptional penchant. They say he chopped off more heads than there are grapevines in the ducal vineyards. He never hesitated, not once. Never sliced unevenly, never botched a job. For his exemplary service, the Duke granted him a title and this estate. Monsieur Bolius, on the other hand,
Did they make a mistake
was an
of
engineer in his younger
asking him
years.
about the property?
Once retired,
Is he gonna
he
go on
settled
for
here and
ages?
took to producing wine. Sadly, misfortune struck, and he lost his sense first of smell, then of taste. Additionally, he could not drink alcohol. His medic forbade it.
Shame that. He gave up making wine?
Not at all. He made even more of it. Began throwing wild balls to which he'd invite friends from far and wide in order to treat them to his wine and delight in the fact that at least someone could enjoy it. It's the sort of man he was, Monsieur Bolius.
Today my eyes are hurting. That kind of sucks. I hate when that happens. With me, it's mostly like if you're undersleep and then spend fucking hours in front of the screen, yeah, they start getting like not feeling great. That sucks.
Mind giving me a little tour de Corvo Bianco?
Not in the least. Follow me, please. I think it would be practical to begin on the hill.
No idea what we're doing though.
Behold, sir, your estate in all its splendor.
Oh shit.
Pretty vast.
Indeed.
And now, sir, allow me to show you a handful of interesting details. Follow me, please.
Been a
I think they may be
majordomo
sick.
all your
Give them
life?
give
Yes,
them
I
some
come from a
painkillers,
long
Cuny.
line of
I'm sure
majordomos.
that's gonna sort it
My
out, right?
father was a majordomo, as
Just
was
shove
my
some
grandfather before
painkillers
him,
into your eyes.
as was my
That's what I
great
do.
aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great aunt.
A hard woman. It is said that already
We go
as
in the
a
back
child,
level, cat.
she
That
knew
one?
where she was going and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards, then slowly worked her way up to Major Domo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same path.
You've spread
The
some
servants'
nastiness
quarters.
to me.
I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal.
Holy shit, that's like a
Nice of
that's like an
Not
estate.
the
Like
most sightly part
wow.
of the estate, I admit.
All that work.
But I think it's worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays.
Maybe I should watch some anime. That must be healthy for our eyes. Yeah. Obviously, right? Can't not be.
Baron Rossel ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their
What
place.
do you get
They
for
look
all that
beautiful,
work?
especially come
Cook
spring.
in your back.
Don't look at all bad now either.
I mean, it's kind of neat that we have a place, but can I
Down
do anything
below
with
lies
it? Like,
Silvinia,
yeah.
where we grow a strain of Carfanere, one of the world's oldest, aged in oak barrels. It provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days.
The beast! You'll smell the soiled armor at once.
These fucking servants have no respect
Nice.
at all.
well.
No respect.
Good
Just
Yes,
shut it for a
though
second.
it ran
Just
dry
try and
long
listen.
ago.
Try and walk
During
around,
the
have a nice,
raucous
pleasant day.
feasts Master Bolius held, he
You know.
would order it filled with
Peasants.
wine. There's a tale about a guest attending a Bolius ball for the first time and thus unaware of the custom.
Head.
He had suffered great heartbreak and had decided to end his life by jumping into the well. The festivities were coming to a close, and the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he merely broke his legs. To numb the pain, he drank the wine.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the
His voice is so
wisdoms of
calming, though.
Lebioda.
Just like, I'm just gonna show you around the estate. We're gonna walk around, and it's gonna be marvelous. I am going to do some ASMR for you,
Monsieur Bolius's
and
wife
if you fall
Nina
asleep,
kept a
that's
garden.
completely fine as well.
A supremely lovely place it was.
Bit neglected now.
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory, and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation.
And it cures everything.
Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas Basil.
I am not gonna reply. Wow. Wow. if anything, anime makes you more gay.
Wine is better than stew. For stew you have to chew.
Wine is better than stew. For stew, you have to chew. Spot on, lady. Spot on.
This served as an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work, and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
Like, I'm wondering how developed this actually is. Is this like actually in a place that you can?
If my lips don't stink of wine, my
The cellars,
wife won't
voila.
know their mind.
During
Wow.
Monsieur Bolis's time, wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of cleaning up the mess, which...
I made while fighting the Bruxa.
Oh, so that's the
Thanks,
same
Barnabas
place.
Basil.
Interesting.
Appreciate it.
Huh. Isn't that nice?
If my lips don't stink of
Yeah,
wine,
you just said
my
that. You
wife
literally just said
won't
that.
know their
Yes,
mind.
your wife would not. Yeah.
As you can see, the facade is, how to put it, slightly stained. But one cannot deny it, a certain subtle southern charm.
Well, very
True,
subtle because it
though
looks.
could use a bit of subtle
Yeah,
paint.
yeah, subtle paint indeed. Fucking girl. Like, yeah. I mean, you're quite the romantic, but like, can you do something to it? It doesn't look repulsive.
And welcome inside.
It's so serene and
On the
nice. And
left
alright,
is
it's
the
just like
master
so
bedroom.
chill.
On the right, the dining hall and kitchen. Upstairs, you shall find the guest room, currently used for storage.
Not a bad idea.
At the moment, the house is only
Have that
minimally
shoulder.
furnished. Yet I believe we will, together, devise some innovative arrangements. A few paintings, for instance, would breathe new life into the abode immediately. With that, sir, you've seen the full lay of the land. Corfo Bianco is a beautiful estate. Though one must admit, time has taken its toll. Forgive me for being forward, but if you were to choose to invest
hell
a
yeah.
small
Yeah.
sum towards its beautification, consider me at your service on the matter.
Think I'll take you up on that. Be sure to come and see you if I decide to do any remodeling.
Oh, hell yeah.
Mentioned the place could stand to be spruced up.
Oh, most decidedly, sir. The question is where you would like to begin this rejuvenation.
Oh shit. There's some work on the house, the grounds, being able to improve those. Discuss this later. No. Dude, we definitely doing the house first, I think.
Been thinking about the
Looks
outer
like garbage.
walls. Maybe a fresh coat of paint or some patching.
If I might dare to make a suggestion, why not start with a general renovation? I once oversaw such work at Admiral Rompelli's summer residence. The effects were simply breathtaking. Not only did the residence positively sparkle afterwards, but we also made room to display the Admiral's armor and weapons, of which he was a passionate collector.
Oh, nice. Yes. 5K though. Like, it's a hefty sum. But you know what? Fuck it.
It's in your hands then. Make the place shine.
I shall get to work immediately. Within a day's passing, I shall have sent for the crew which rebuffed the Admiral's residence. They are the finest specialists around. Highly skilled at what they do, it shall not take them too long, I wager. 2 days after they begin, your eyes will behold your residence in its refurbished, rejuvenated, beautified state. Is there anything else you require, sir?
I don't have money for anything else. Am I want to live at Corvo Bianco? I mean, yeah. Some residence or something? Yeah.
That's
That
all
would-
for now,
that would be
BB.
nice.
Thanks.
BB? You call him BB? Oh my god, that's... you're adorable, Geralt. But yeah, no, this is cool. We're gonna have like a proper home. That's nice. I have a bed and everything? Nice. So I was gonna talk about, like, how they sort of have this many quests in the game now with this DLC that require you to wait for a certain amount of time and then come back. for some reason it almost seems like, feels to me like a cheap sort of, yo, come back to the game. So you know the Facebook game kind of approach where like, come back in like a couple of hours, we'll give you more lives, you know. And it's obviously not that. They wouldn't go for that in this game. But because there are so many in a row that I've encountered, it just feels like that, which puts me off a bit. But obviously it's not, you know, it just makes sense. Yeah, like the renovations are going to be done in 2 days if, you know, he needs that much time to like gather up the money and etc, etc. So, you know. Ah, so I have quite a few paintings actually. I mean, if this is my room, might as well just decorate it first, right? Yeah. That's my shield, nice, my crest. Like a trophy. Oh, nice! And you can, all the trophies that you're carrying around that are absolutely fucking useless, you can place on there. That's nice. For some reason I can't interact with it though, which is kind of shitty, but... I know why that is. Do I not have trophies? I have a shit ton though, like, I have quite a lot of trophies. Very weird. It won't let me, but... And the stash, I imagine, is just a stash, right? Do I not need anything? Like, yeah, I can drop, like, this and that. Not drop, I wanna transfer. No. Yeah, stuff like that is I'm not gonna use. And the arrows probably as well. I mean, unless I'm gonna use them, might as well. And I'm not gonna, probably, so as well not. Might as well decorate with some pictures before we paint and wallpaper the walls. Yeah. Right. I mean, nothing else in particular. I mean, I can drop all the fucking trophies in there because they... The thing is, for some reason I can't, like, you know, it's kind of weird. Oh, also, no, I need to equip that. For some reason I can't use any of the trophies, which is really, really weird. Maybe, like, I can't put them in this room, what it's saying. Are there any other places for trophies as well? Armor stand? Oh, sick. That's quite nice. I'll put this on there. Oh, and you use trousers as well. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna. Nice. Oh, it's pretty cool. I like this. And this is like a very end game-ish sort of thing to do, right? It's like you wouldn't per se do that in the main Witcher game, although you might do and it would fit there, but this is very much like you've been through so much you can just like dump all your shit that you don't want but you've been hogging up here if you want to. It's really cool. And then like a sword. Iris. Can I put another one on there? No. Can the Witcher sensors thing please fade so I can like look at this? Can it please? There we go. That's not too bad. It's probably going to look much better once we do the renovations, but, you know. Cool, let me try to trophy this up one more time. Unfortunately, I can't do that, so let's just dump them in the stash. Maybe so used to your voice to watching the stream, it would be pretty weird to see what you look like. That's what I found with a lot of people that I didn't know what they looked like before it. Like, this is, it is, you're quite right, it is very weird. And I don't think it, like, lessened the experience for me or anything. But it's kind of weird, because there were, like, 2 people on YouTube, I think, that I've been watching for a long, long time and didn't ever know what they looked like. And then once I found out, it was, like, yeah. I wonder if it puts off some people. I don't actually know if people prefer to see the person. You just hear the voice. Interesting. In my head, you're a cute anime girl. You want to ruin that image? Yeah, I mean, you can't imagine. You can't have something better than that, right? You can't, only go downhill from there. You can only be disappointed once seeing me, because I mean, nothing beats a cute anime girl. Right. Okay. So I mean, wait 3 days for the general refurbishment. Restore Core Bianca to its former glory. So I guess if you pay enough money, well, you can restore it to its former glory and, like, it works out. Cool. That's quite neat. That's quite neat. That was a much needed break before we go on with the quests. Thing is, like, there are a lot of these little neat quests that don't have, like, a level requirement on them, which I imagine are sort of similar to what we just had, but this would be interesting as well, the investigation of the file. I think both work, but once you've someone just voice changed to face cam would be a bit weird. Yeah, I mean, because a lot of people go for the voice thing in general because it's like because of privacy and because it's like, less embarrassing for some people as well. Stuff like that. So a lot of people actually transition from voice to facecam. I'm not quite sure. I was thinking about it for a while. I still am, but like it's quite a major transition as well, like in a way. I don't know.
Slower.
Where would we go next? The good thing is I don't have a webcam at all, so there's no like temptation. But I was thinking of getting one. But was that actually gonna happen? Right, so where are we going?
Take it easy.
Ah, okay. Yeah, do what you feel like, yeah.
Let's go.
That's exactly it. I don't know. I don't actually know what would be better. So I'm going back to the castle. For some reason or other, I don't actually remember. Yesterday we just came into a house and we're like, yo, things happened in the house, yeah. And then I don't remember what I promised the guy I'd go do. So let's go find out. What are we doing? Report the Duchess about your hunt. Oh, okay, so just like a general report. That's fine.
Quite the fragrant whiff.
Maybe being voiced leaves more imagination. Yeah. But a lot of people, like... Here's my argument, right? A lot of people will look at the thumbnails on the stream, right, when scrolling through Twitch streams, and be like, yo, if this picture doesn't have a cam per se, this is quite a stupid argument as well, but like I think this works in a way. Like a lot of people think like that. Like if there's no webcam, it means that the person is either not really talking much, or there's no voice at all. And the person's just playing without talking over it, right? And I know I have a friend who's like who is a really big advocate for having a face cam just because he only watches people who have a webcam, right? For some reason or other. So it's weird. There are definitely like pros and cons to both. I like the no cam approach as well. I know, but it's kind of like become more difficult to get people to engage with you in a way, right? Right, where do I come in? Okay, it's quite close.
Patrolling on an empty stomach. Dreadful.
But she's just there outside all the time. Hello.
Geralt of Rivia, Master Witcher.
Like your voice, to be honest. Thank you.
I was not mistaken. You arrived and trouble followed soon after.
Step aside. Got a matter for the Duchess.
At last,
He doesn't like me. This dude
we've
doesn't
been on
like me.
tenterhooks. Did you catch Milton's killer?
Well, found the beast, but that's it. It's just got more complicated. So, Here's the thing. We either tell her about what's going on, or we don't. I'm not quite sure if this is the choice they're going for there. Found the beast, but that's it. That's exactly what happened, right? They were like, yo. Oh, they didn't. They actually don't even know that I saw him. The last thing they know is I ran into a barn, and then they were like, yo, what's up? And I'm like, I'm just investigating, right? I didn't even, like, tell them I saw him. And case just got more complicated. I imagine it's like, here's what I know. The girl wouldn't be stupid enough to, like, tell her about his friend and everything. Regis? Is that name right? Do I tell her before I know everything? Like, do I cover this up or do I not? All right, let's go with it. You know, let's go with the cover.
Found the beast of Beauclair. Just couldn't kill it.
We sent you after a monster, and you return with nothing?
Excuse me?
We are very disappointed.
Situation's not quite that simple. Beast's a powerful vampire.
Is this a problem? Is it too much for a witcher?
Excuse
A
yourselves?
monster slayer? But everyone knows how to end a vampire. Draw him by trick into sunlight. Or arm yourself with ample garlic.
Oh, right.
and
Oh,
drive
yes,
a
of course.
stake
But of
through its
course,
heart.
yeah. Tell me
Garlic's
more about how to
useless
kill
against
fucking vampires.
Sun and stakes don't hurt him either. Those methods, pure invention. Only work in legends and fables.
And buckthorn? When I was a child, Grandmama Ademarta always claimed buckthorn drives off vampires.
Silver sword's your best option for keeping them at bay. But it won't get the job done, because only a higher vampire can truly kill another of its kind.
Excuses. Ha! Your Grace, I shall assemble a battue. Bring the matter to its end.
You go
at
right
once.
ahead.
The Witcher need but tell us where to find this monster.
You know what? You go right ahead and fuck yourself. Wow. Wow. So much for my help. Wow. Unlike Anna Henrietta. You mean the Duchess? Is that what her name is? Because I honestly don't know. Yeah, let's go ahead. Yeah, exactly. Go ahead. Let them go fuck yourselves.
Ahead. Send them to their death. Certain death.
To a lone Witcher, perhaps. To 40 of my men-at-arms, but another scourge.
Yeah, the Duchess.
40, 50, 100. Doesn't matter. Won't make any difference against him.
You have not seen my guards
She's a
in action.
Duchess.
Can they fight fog? Hit a target that moves faster than the wind?
How? What creature can do such things?
Creatures like this one. Higher vampires, we call them. Each one's a little different. Unique or exceptional, you might say. Some transform
You're
into
really
giant
close,
bats.
girl.
Others communicate
Real-
with animals.
real close.
Command them.
Yet all are still brainless beasts.
Dead wrong. Thinking of lesser vampires. Alps, Ekamaras, Catacans, for instance. They're ruled by instinct, sure. Attack anything that smells of blood. Higher vampires? They think. They employ reason.
Monsters driven by reason. A curious contention. What, then, do you intend to do?
I mean, her as a character, I don't know that much. We don't actually know much about her. I haven't been told just yet, so I don't know. She's fine with me, I think. This dude I don't like more. He's like, he obviously wants to defend the Duchess, but he also can't listen to reason. He thinks he knows more than he does. I don't like people like that. And then she's just like a bit ignorant, but I mean, she's, you know, she rules Toussaint, and she's not even, you know, what I didn't expect more from her, you know. So she's like, all right. She's not annoying, is what I'm saying.
It's way beyond being some monster. This is a powerful being that's walked the world for centuries.
Yeah, impossible. If so great
Oh,
is
shut
their
the
power, why
fuck
have they
up.
not
Oh my
killed
God.
or enslaved us all?
Don't usually meddle in our matters. Mostly stay out of our way because they don't care about humans one way or the other.
And they do not fear we shall wipe them out one day.
They'd probably be pretty amused if you asked them that. They're well aware of their strength.
Then what can we do? Do you have a plan?
Do I always?
Try to talk to him. That's our best bet.
I cannot believe this. Her Grace summons a witcher to kill a monster. Instead, he wishes to chat with it. Ha.
Know what I'm doing? His lover was kidnapped.
No, I
He's being
didn't. Why are
blackmailed.
you telling them that?
Blackmail? Be so kind as to explain how
Exactly.
a
What the
vampire
fuck
might
are
be
you doing,
blackmailed.
girl?
Higher vampires? They're
You
like
didn't
us,
give me a
motivated by
choice.
emotions,
Why?
not instinct. Not only are they intelligent to an extreme, they're emotionally rich, capable of feeling many things, even love. This one fell in love with a woman, a human, and he'll do anything to keep her from harm.
You do not, I trust, suggest we let Milton's killer go free. Or wait until it murders again. We must render it harmless as quickly as possible.
Why am I telling them this? Unless I made the wrong choice in the very, very beginning, which, you know, both the options were pretty confusing, so, you know, whatever, if that happened, that's fine. But, like, if you genuinely do not have a choice in the matter, like, why wouldn't you just go back to the Duchess and be like, yo, I actually don't know what I'm doing yet, let me, like, give me more time? That's like, the most obvious shit, like, I don't know.
Which is why that's my aim now, to prevent further attacks. Vampires only half the problem. Blackmailers at fault chiefly. Kidnapped the woman to control the vampire.
And what do you propose to do?
I'll find the blackmailer, free the vampire's lover.
You were to destroy him, not help him.
No one else should die. That's most important. Soon as the woman's safe, he'll have no more reason to kill.
I admit to being swayed, Witcher. You may be right. Do you know anything about the blackmailer?
Got one lead. A few scraps of paper. Blackmailer wrote the names of the vampire's victims on them. One of them stained. A drop of wine, looks like. So damn little to go on.
You've no idea how wrong you are, my dear. Send for the ducal sommelier. Hop, hop! In Tucson, wine is sacred. Here there is no such thing as a drop of wine, or stains therefrom. They are
shit.
stains from a drop of Estest, Ervelus, Fiorano.
Your Grace wished to see me?
You just went all
Witcher,
fucking Sherlock Holmes
Show him
types
the
of
paper
dirt.
scrap. Benoit, can you determine which wine made this stain?
It's time to shine, I know, right?
Yes, yes. The west bank of the Saar too. That's rather obvious.
Yeah, no, obviously, yeah.
Aged in barrels of Beauclair oak. Hue, deep burgundy. Clarity, high. It's simple. Saint-Réal, the 1269.
Oh, yeah, but of course. Who wouldn't know that
That's-
from a smell? You know?
That's impossible. The wine is produced at Castel Ravello, especially and exclusively for the ducal table. Perhaps some Saint-Réal was stolen. We must go to the vineyard, see if there's not been an incident.
It should have been an option, yeah, to sold more. I mean, here's the thing, right? Like, was it the same in your playthrough as well? Because I'm genuinely just curious if there is any other option to do this, or not. I guess if you're saying maybe there should have been an option, then it was the same in yours.
Saint-Réal. Never heard of it.
It's highly unlikely you've ever had a chance to partake of it. As I said, it is only ever served to the ducal family.
Didn't stop it from ending up on that scrap of paper. Unless your
I think
Grace's
we actually had my
sommelier is
choice. Okay.
mistaken.
In matters of wine, Benoit is never mistaken. If he says it's Saint-Réal, it is Saint-Réal. We must ride to Castel Ravello at once. Discover what has happened.
Okay.
Wait. Your Grace wants to go with me? Out of the question.
I would
hope you
actually
do not
take her,
suppose we
though.
will sit on our ducal hiney and do nothing while our duchy is in grave danger.
Your Grace, what you propose is far too dangerous.
Oh, please,
The Witcher
please
should
tell
go
him to fuck
alone.
off.
It pleases me to see you gentlemen finally agree on something. But I've made my decision. We shall go, accompanied by the best possible escorts. You, Captain, and Geralt. We will travel incognito. We've no wish to give the court any reason to gossip. For the duration of this mission, I release you from your obligation to adhere to court protocol. In short, from now on, I am
shit.
Anna Henrietta, not your grace.
She's going metal.
Yes, Your Grace. Witcher, are you ready?
Am I? Boy, am I. But no, I mean, I don't know why you don't actually like her. I mean, she seems really badass. Like, she was right on point, right there with me when we were trying to save the dude in the beginning. She's like, fuck this dress, I'm going, I'm settling horse and I'm going in. And now she's being all badass as well, so maybe something happens later on that's kind of shitty, but so far, I don't know, still don't like Henrietta at all. Why? Is there like a specific reason? Is there something that happens that's just like, yeah, not my type? Right.
Yeah, ready to go.
Excellent. Give me a moment. I must don something more appropriate and concealing. Then we will be off.
It's not that I don't like badasses. Hard to say. Nah, it's fine. Sometimes you just don't like things because you don't like them. I like the fact that they didn't like go for another
This vampire.
royal
Have you
type
ever
of
faced
figure
this sort before?
that just sits there and like
How did it end? Did you kill it?
Didn't
feels
have
all
to fight
important
him.
and shit.
Hadn't killed anyone.
Have you ever heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
Know of a man who defeated one, sure, but he didn't manage to kill it. Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire.
Speaking of badasses, did you manage to see the movie? It just came out like, I don't know, maybe
Hunters have attacked the wagon!
Jesus.
We must help!
Okay.
Stay back, Your
Like
Grace.
4 months
We shall
ago?
see to this.
It's called Get Out.
Hey, save us!
Okay. Panthers? More like Banties. Am I right? Okay. Am I using like a shitty sword or something? Oh yeah, I'm using a silver sword for some reason. Do I use a silver sword against Panthers?
Done.
That seems
Time
weird.
to move on.
Get Out? No, I haven't seen it.
If not for you, we'd have been
That was a
done
very
for.
butt you punt.
thank you.
I mean,
Goodbye. You
thank
Our
you.
lives.
Hooray!
That's what I like to hear. But yeah, it's a really good movie. I'm not gonna spoil it if you haven't seen it. I was just like wondering if you have. But if you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's pretty fucking good. Please don't look at any trailers or anything. It spoils it fucking horribly. But like, if you want something really good to watch, just go in and if you like it. Should we go for one? Okay. Do we just we just continue without?
Tell me more about this vineyard, Castel Ravello.
It's the best in Ortusan. An old master of the winemaking trade runs
It's a horror film
Fabricio.
of sorts. Yeah.
He trustworthy?
He's held his post for years. There's never been a problem. Till now. I wish to know your thoughts, Geralt. The Sonreal stain, how did it wind up on the paper? Is someone from the vineyard blackmailing the vampire?
Could be a servant, could be the steward, could be the wine was just stolen from the estate.
Machine gun
We'll
stuck.
know when we arrive. It's not far now.
Yeah, I just said that it is a horror film of sorts. Again, like it's if I say anything else, it's gonna be like a spoiler. But
Captain
all right, now you can
Delator,
talk. Thank you.
We did not expect any visitors from the palace. How are affairs at court?
Doubtless you've heard of the Beast of Beauclair. Well, we've
I don't know
our
about
hands
horror.
full,
That's fine. If you don't want to watch this, fine.
especially since the rogue last attacked
I'd give it
in
like
the
the-
palace gardens.
I trust her illustrious highness was not harmed.
I'd give it like
Kind of
20
you to
minutes. If you don't
ask,
like it, then
Master
just drop it.
Fabricio.
But
I am
really
well.
recommend it.
Your grace? We were not warned. I shall order the salon prepared at once.
That won't be necessary. As you can see, we are not here on an official visit.
Naturally. Might I ask then what has brought you to Castel Ravello?
Here for an inspection. So we don't want to give it away, right? We want to be just like casual. We don't want to play the bad cop. We want to play the good cop, right? So
Game to see you. Got some questions.
In this land, it is seen as polite to introduce oneself before asking any questions.
This is Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. He has come to Toussaint on my personal invitation.
Which is to say...
Which is to say, I expect you to treat him with the utmost respect.
Of course, Your Grace.
Did you hear that, Witcher? Fabricio will be delighted to answer your every question.
Want to talk about San Real?
I am at your service.
where did you download movies from? Private tracker for that. What are you implying? I would never steal a movie. What? Obviously, I buy all of them on DVD, and watch them all in my in my private screen on a. I would never. No, but no, it's actually a tracker called Pixel HD. It's pretty good. Like it's not the best, and there aren't that many people on it, but it's decent. I'm not on P2P, so it just makes sense that, you know, be somewhere else. Unfortunately, I didn't get it. Like I didn't get on P2P in time. I think there was like a recruitment thread on IB like a while ago, but I don't think it's open anymore. They're pretty over the limit. Pixel, yeah, I think you can either get an invite from AB or apply for it, and it's pretty easy. It's quite a good tracker. Like it's, yeah. Transported, any wine stolen. But yeah, no. Obviously, everything I'm saying is what my friend tells me. He's a pretty avid pirate. He just pirates everything on the internet. Obviously not me. No. He uses Pixel HD a lot. Don't really want to watch many movies. Don't need the best. Yeah, but like P2P is basically the most well-known one out of every sort of movie tracker, I think. But Pixel HD is a good substitute, I think. Right, let's go in order, I think.
The San Real. How many vineyard workers have access
Yeah,
to
of course you wouldn't do a thing such a
One
part.
might
Yeah, no.
say only I do.
Not like you make the wine all alone. At least a dozen others work here.
I see you've little notion how wine is made. Grapes travel a long road before they become Saint-Real. The workers assist me only to the stage of fermentation. I see to the maceration personally and let no one near the fat. Workers, again, assist me during barreling, but then I seal the aging barrels myself, each and every one. The wine lies in the cellar, gains character. Once this process is complete, it becomes Sonreal. And as it happens, only I have the key to the cellar in question.
I think he's innocent. I don't think he has anything to do with it.
Who hauls the barrels to the palace?
We've our own garrison. Guards who have served here for years and would answer with their heads for the wine.
We'll not get anywhere asking questions, I see. It's a waste of time.
Your Grace? How am I to understand this?
Master Fabricio, we have proof
Why are
someone's
you doing
gained
this?
access to Sonreal. Someone who should not have, which means one of two things.
Why you, Duchess? Why are you doing
Either
this?
You lie to our face, or you are an idiot who has had wine stolen from under his nose and not even realized it. In either case,
Holy shit, she's
you
intense.
shall answer for it.
But
Silence! And listen. I shall inspect the barrels in person, thus giving you time to reflect. When I return, I expect to hear answers. Remind me, where is this Sonreal stored?
in the main cellar around the corner, I'll show you.
I shall find it. Give me the key to the cellar and wait here.
Oh, of course, Your Grace. Here it is.
He's
Come with
so fucking scared. He's definitely not a part of it. I doubt very much he had anything to do with it whatsoever.
What if Fabricio's blackmailing the vampire? Considered that?
He has his flaws, but I would never suspect him of such a thing. He's been very loyal. He owes all he has to me. His father frittered away the family fortune. He left his son an encyclopedic knowledge of wine. That is all. Fabricio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravello. Only then did he come into his own.
Here's another crazy conspiracy theory. Maybe the dude who sent all these notes and who's blackmailing the vampire is our chief of guard that I hate so much. Maybe because you know we know that this wine only ever goes to the
Let us
palace,
see if all the barrels are present.
right?
Here's the inventory ledger.
And you know obviously the dude who makes the wine had no idea. I know. Maybe. Oh, excuse me. I like this turn that they took in this DLC, making Witcher more of a detective mystery than an adventure. That's quite cool. I like it. Brought hammer. Oh, read the wine pages. I keep listening through the dialogue and not actually understanding what I'm.
Vintner's log. Fermentation completed with no complications.
A little busy right now. I'll be right back. No worries.
Here it is. Barreling. Everything lines up at first glance. Neatly and thoroughly documented.
Then we must follow our other lead. Benoit said the stain came from the 1269 vintage. Let's find it.
Such a key of Path of Exile closed beta. Watching today. I started playing Path of Exile a couple of times. And I don't know, people say it's really close to Diablo 2. It just doesn't do it for me. Like it's not though. Like it tries to be, and in some ways it aesthetically it very much is, but it doesn't have the story, it doesn't have the soul of Diablo 2. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I don't hate the game, but I don't like it either. It's just never got into it too much. Right, so find the thing, right? 1269, that's exactly what I need.
Here. 1269. What now?
Let's see if any barrels are empty.
Wanna open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, we will have found what we seek.
Good shit.
Full.
This one is full.
This one's full too.
Oh, nice. She's doing it as well. This is so cool.
Full. This one's full too.
Who would have thought?
Full.
All of them are full?
Looks like all the barrels are full. Dead end, I'm afraid.
Full they are. The question is, are they full of Sonreal?
That's spot on.
Grab a tap and a hammer. We shall open them one by one and taste.
Double or not, it does the job for me, so I'm completely satisfied with the game. It's fine. That's fine as well. Like I can see why people like it. The people who are making it are absolutely great devs. Like they keep up with the game, they do regular updates, they listen to the fan base and whatnot. It's they're doing a great job. So no wonder. But like, were you like a big Diablo 2 player at all ever, or not? And battle taps, I have like it. Well, at least I know where they are. Yep. Oh, you never played Diablo 2? Okay, yeah, okay. Makes
Barrel
sense.
taps.
It always comes down to expectations, right? If you expect something to be like something else, if you have that feeling that you wanted to capture, right? That's like, I remember playing this game and really liking it, and then you see this other game, be like, wow, my god, is this gonna be just like that one game? And more often than not, it's not. So it was the same with me and
Taps.
Then get to work. Let's broach those barrels.
It was the same with me with War for the Overworld. I have no idea if you know about the game, but it's basically a spiritual successor to Dungeon Keeper. Again, no idea if you know what I'm talking about. Dungeon Keeper was a really fun dungeon management game. There's nothing like it on the market. And it was very big back in '95 or something. But maybe later than that. Maybe like 2000s or something. I don't actually remember when it was released, but I remember being a kid and playing it a lot. So I liked the game very much. And then they released the studio. They decided to make a spiritual successor to it. And the game isn't bad. It just doesn't like do the same for me, right? It's it might be a good game in its own right, but it's not the same. Is he gonna taste the wine? I guess so.
So,
Those
I'm reading
hints
about
of
Dungeon Keeper
spice.
a bit, yeah. I mean, if you want to give it a
This is
try,
Sonreal.
you can download it, find it pretty much anywhere. It's like, just play with it for like, I don't know, 20 minutes or something. If that's your jam, but it's a really fun game that's like nothing else you've ever played in terms of strategy games. Do I like tap all of them and then he just does whatever? Right.
Revolting, bitter plonk.
could have gone sour while aging.
Impossible. This is not wine. This is contaminated refuse that should never have made it into a barrel.
Oh shit.
The fact that it did was no accident, I'm sure.
Master Fabricio. Let's see what he has to say about it.
And obviously he knows nothing about it. Oh shit!
Master Fabricio.
She's getting all the more
I am
intense
very
by the minute.
disappointed.
But your grace,
You are a step away from losing your head. Speak the truth and you might yet keep it.
I admit it.
Shit,
I
you actually
sold
were
a
involved?
barrel of Sonreal. I beg you to forgive me.
Why did you do it?
They paid a lot.